Hello students, we are starting with the chapter gas laws, the second chapter in chemistry, you can say according to your first semester syllabus, or it's your chapter number 7 on page number 114, gas laws. So studying the study of gas laws starts with study of gas. What is a gas? It is a state of matter. Okay, you have like 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Then what about the composition? It has a large intermolecular space. Okay, the molecule to molecule distance in gases is largest. It's more than solid and gas liquids. Then the intermolecular spaces, when they are large beta, so what happens is it takes up the entire space of the vessel in which you are putting the gas. Okay, it's not that like a liquid, if you fill half glass of a liquid or a half tumbler of a liquid, only that half part is liquid, the other part is empty. No, a gas occupies whatever space it gets, it will occupy the space. One more reason, it has a very weak intermolecular forces of attraction. The molecule to molecule attraction in gases, it's very weak. So that's why also you can say it's free to move randomly. It shows a kind of Brownian motion. Brownian motion का मतलब होता है random motion. For example, this is a gas particle. It can move in any way. A zigzag motion. What is it? It is your Brownian motion. Why does it happen in gases? Because it has a weak intermolecular force of attraction and the intermolecular spaces are very large. Okay. Then a question comes, why do we consider, or why are we studying only gas laws? Why we are not studying a kind of, you can say, liquid laws or solid laws? Actually, you are studying gas laws. Why? Because all gases, they show similar behavior under similar temperature and pressure conditions. Okay, you take example of any gas. It may be carbon dioxide, it may be oxygen, or it may be a combination, your air, it may be nitrogen, chlorine, sulfur dioxide. All gases, they show a similar behavior, they show a similar variation under similar temperature and pressure conditions. Is it clear? Irrespective of their nature. अब हर एक गैस जो वॉल्यूम ऑक्यूपाई करेगी बेटा, वो अकॉर्डिंग टू सिमिलर टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर, वो वॉल्यूम क्या रहेगी उनकी, सबका बिहेवियर क्या रहेगा, यूनिफॉर्म रहेगा. चेंज इन वॉल्यूम यूनिफॉर्म रहेगी इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ देयर नेचर, कलर और ऑर्डर, मीन्स द स्मेल. Okay, thoda or when we'll do the chapter, we'll do it in detail. Studying about the gases, the characteristics and behavior of the gases are studied according to the kinetic theory of matter, or you can say according to the molecular theory. First of all, the composition. As already discussed, molecules are made up of very small particles which have a large intermolecular spaces between them. They can occupy the space of the whole container. Okay, the size is very small as compared to the volume. Means if this is the volume to be occupied, then gas particles are these particles here. So according to the total volume, the size of particle is very small. Gases, they don't have neither they have a fixed shape nor a fixed volume, because they have a very weak intermolecular spaces. The gases particles, they are free to move. They can move in whichever way, whichever direction they want. Okay. Then comes exert pressure in all directions. For example, this container is filled of gases, gas particles. Now these particles will move in all directions. So whichever direction they move, they will hit the walls of the container, and what will they exert? They will exert pressure. So the gas particles, they exert pressure in all directions. Just for an example, when you are blowing air in a balloon, the balloon, it increases in size from all the sides equally. It's not that the balloon increases only from one side, it increases in size from all the sides. So all the walls, they are getting stretched. It means gases are applying pressure in all directions. Then again, the intermolecular space between the gas molecule is very high, so they can be compressed easily, and their compression is also very high. Is it clear? Gases particles को पास लाना easy भी है, और कंप्रेशन बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है उसके अंदर. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, gas which is filled up in a room, it can be compressed to a small deodorant bottle, such a highly compressible. Okay, then the second thing is, the next point is, gases, they are highly expansible also. ठीक है, expansible मतलब वो expand भी बहुत जल्दी हो जाती है. Just taking an example, for example, what happened just when you open a deodorant bottle. Okay, the gas in a deodorant bottle, it was at a very high pressure. Okay, just when you open the bottle and you press, the lid, what happens is the gas which is sprayed only in one corner of the room, it reaches the other corner. The room freshener when you use, okay, you only spray that room freshener in some corners in a room, but the whole room, it takes up the order. Why? Because the gases, they are highly expansible, they take up all the space, the molecules, they create a large intermolecular space between them. Okay, लो डेंसिटी. अब डेंसिटी लो क्यों होगी? पहले ही हमने बात की है कि स्पेस ज़्यादा है, नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स कम है. So lesser particles in greater space means lower density. Density is formula is what? Mass upon volume. So mass of particle is less, volume of particle is high. So if volume is high, your density of gas is what is it? It is low. Diffusion, gases can mix up very easily, like this deodorant example when we take, it gets mixed with air very quickly. So this is what? This is your diffusion of gases. Is it clear? The particles of like a gas coming out from a jar collide with the air particles, and due to their collisions they start moving in zigzag directions, in all possible directions. Okay, so the process continues till there is equal concentration of gas in the whole room. So this is what? This is your diffusion. Gases can be liquefied, gases can be cooled, can be converted into liquid, the liquids can be converted into solids, but at a very low temperature. So that solid part we are not taking. If you can reduce the intermolecular spaces between the gases, okay, so more number of particles per unit space, so gases can be changed into liquid. Okay, so in this chapter we are basically studying the effect of three variables on gases. What are these three variables? It is the temperature, volume and pressure. Is it clear? Temperature, volume and pressure, these are the three standard variables that we are studying. Now before studying this, first of all you should know something about kinetic energy and motion. All the particles, they possess energy. Okay, the mechanical energy, one energy is due to its position, you call it potential energy, and the other energy which is due to the motion of particles. So whenever the particles, they are in motion, they'll have which energy? They'll have kinetic energy, which is the energy due to the motion of molecules better. Okay, now kinetic energy is directly proportional to motion of molecules, and kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. Now just for an example, if two particles, they are moving, like gases, they are moving. When the particles move, they'll collide with each other. Whenever two particles will collide, there will be friction between them. When we rub our hands become hot. Why? Because whenever there is friction between two particles, the energy is released in the form of heat energy. ठीक है, तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ेगी, मोशन ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स बढ़ेंगे. जैसे ही मॉलिक्यूल्स तेज मूव करना स्टार्ट हुए, कोलिजन ज्यादा हुई, तो उनका टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा. तो यू कैन से इनडायरेक्टली योर काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टेम्परेचर ऑफ अ बॉडी. Kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature of a body. If temperature is more, your molecular motion is more. If temperature is less, your molecular motion will be less. ठीक है, जितना ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर, मतलब जितनी ज़्यादा हीट एनर्जी प्रोवाइड करोगे, मॉलिक्यूल्स के पास एनर्जी आ जाएगी, तो मॉलिक्यूल्स तेज मूव करने लगेंगे. जैसे टेम्परेचर कम करोगे, उससे हीट एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लोगे. हीट एनर्जी कम होते ही मॉलिक्यूल्स का जो एनर्जी है वो कम हो गई, तो मॉलिक्यूल्स धीरे मूव करना स्टार्ट करेंगे. इसके हिसाब से if you decrease temperature, molecular motion decreases. So at minimum temperature, means if you take the temperature such that your total kinetic energy of the particle becomes zero, or the molecular motion stops. This condition, what is it called? It is called absolute zero. What is it called? Absolute zero. Okay, absolute zero is a minimum temperature at which the molecular motion stops or kinetic energy becomes zero. Is it clear? This is a theoretical concept. वैसे तो motion of molecules कभी नहीं रुकेंगे. Even the solid, the particles of the solid, they are very compactly packed, but still they vibrate on their own place. Okay, so molecular motion stop होना तो मतलब ही नहीं है. लेकिन theoretically अगर आप temperature कम कर रहे हो, molecular motion is also decreasing. So there might be some minimum temperature at which your molecular motion completely stops, and that temperature will be a minimum temperature. क्योंकि जब molecular motion रुक गया तो सब खत्म. ओके, तो इसका मतलब है कि ऐसा टेम्परेचर जिसके ऊपर आपका मॉलिक्यूलर मोशन स्टॉप कर जाए या काइनेटिक एनर्जी जीरो हो जाए, उस टेम्परेचर को आप क्या बोलोगे? यू विल कॉल इट एब्सोल्यूट जीरो. So basically what we have done is, we have done that whenever there is a change in temperature, what happens? The molecular motion increases, okay, and whenever there is increases or decreases according to the change, okay. So after that, the next point which is important is your pressure, okay. Just for an example, you have a container. In this container, what we have filled up? We have filled up gas. Okay, these particles will apply force against this walls. It will move in this direction, this side. This will move down, this will move up, right, left, down, up, right, left. It will move in this manner. Okay, so what they'll exert? They'll exert force per unit area. They'll exert a force on the walls of the container, and this force per unit area is what? It is the pressure applied by whom? It is the pressure applied by the gas. Is it clear? The force exerted on a unit area of wall of the vessel is equal to the pressure of the gas bed. Clear? Now, when your temperature keeps on increasing, and volume is constant, for example, the energy of molecules will increase. If energy of molecules will increase, what will happen? You can say number of collisions. What will happen? Number of collisions, what will happen? They will increase. So increase in temperature increases the number of collisions. So what will happen? The pressure of the container will also keep on increasing. If the pressure of the container increases, अगर आपको प्रेशर को कम करना है तो ऑटोमेटिकली कंटेनर की वॉल्यूम को क्या करना पड़ेगा? बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. So in a way, if temperature increases, if you want to keep the pressure constant, the volume of a body has to increase. बेटा ठीक है, जितनी ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर उतना ज़्यादा मॉलिक्यूलर मोशन, उतनी ज़्यादा वेलोसिटी उनकी, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? प्रेशर इतना ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा कि द कंटेनर इट में ब्लास्ट. नाउ इफ़ यू वांट द कंटेनर if you don't want the container to crack, what you have to do is you have to increase its volume. So directly increase in temperature increases the volume. Okay, now the next thing, what are actually the gas laws? The gas laws are the behavior of gas under known condition of pressure, volume and temperature is described by some laws, and those laws you call them gas laws. Okay, as I have already told you, what you have to study is you have to study the behavior of a gas with temperature, pressure and volume. These are the three standard variables: temperature, pressure and volume. इन तीनों के ऊपर किसी भी गैस को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए आपने कुछ लॉज बनाए हैं, एंड व्हाट डू यू कॉल दीज लॉज एज? यू कॉल देम गैस लॉज.